Hi, Steve Mills here, and welcome back to another video. It's great to be back sharing some great ideas, or certainly what I believe are great ideas anyway. Today I want to talk to you about what I consider to be one of many of the big problems that I see that businesses have with marketing, and that is going for the sale straight away. It doesn't matter whether you're on LinkedIn or email or whatever, businesses just go in there and they try and sell you something without ever really knowing whether that's of interest. I'll give you an example. The other day I got an email from a Volkswagen dealership, a local dealership, asking me if I wanted to buy or lease this Volkswagen car. It was a great deal, £250 a month to lease this car, and they had no clue who I was, whether I had any money, whether I was interested in Volkswagens, whether I needed a new car. They just pumped this email out to thousands of people and hoped something would happen, and sometimes it does, and that's fine. But really what I believe they needed to do is to do a little bit more nurturing of me before we go for the sale. Because if you imagine and think about how you buy something, you probably don't buy, if it's a significant purchase, you don't just go in there and buy it. You take your time, you consider, you make sure that you're buying it. A, it's the right product, B, you're buying it from the right person, and C, that you're buying it from the right company. And so it takes a little bit more time. So if you're selling something that's a significant purchase for somebody, we need to, you don't just go up to a woman in the street or a man in the street and go, "Oh, hi, would you marry me?" You wouldn't probably do that. I suppose if you did it often enough, you might get some mad person who said yes. But it's probably not the best way of doing it. We need to go for coffee first, and then we need to go on a few dates, and then we need to build it up from there. Maybe, go out for a meal, and then a weekend away, and then spend some more time together. And, what I'm saying here is it takes time to nurture and build that relationship. So if you think about what you've got right now, you've got really three groups of people. The first group are what I call low-hanging fruit. They're people who really, you've got a good chance of buying from. They know you, like you, and trust you, and you've got a good chance of buying from these people. The trouble is, you've not done yet. You've then got this sort of mid-range group. They're people who sort of know you. You may be connected to them on LinkedIn, for example. They might be on your email list, or they might be someone that you know from networking or whatever, but there's no real solid relationship there yet. And then there's the group we call cold. These are the cold leads. This is the Volkswagen example. I was a cold lead. They don't know me. I've never been in a Volkswagen dealership in my life, I don't think. Perhaps I have, but not for many, many years, and certainly not this one. So I would be a cold list there. Now, if I asked you which of those three is the easiest for you to sell to, you're going to tell me, well, it's pretty obvious, Steve. It's the low-hanging fruit. It's the people that we already know, already like us, and already trust us. And I totally agree with that. So this video is all about how to harvest this low-hanging fruit. So this is how we do it. This is our process in terms of doing this. Step one, you're going to produce a blog post, okay? You're going to produce a blog that is of interest and answers a problem that your client's got. So my clients have got problems with lead generation. They've got problems that they don't know how to use LinkedIn. They've got problems that they don't have enough time to do their marketing. They've got problems that they don't understand how to do this sort of very modern digital marketing. So they're sort of four problems that I know my clients have got. So the first thing you need to think about is what problems have your clients got that you can solve. So you then write a blog based on that. You're then going to go over to your social media and or email, and you're going to tell those people on those platforms or on that email list about this great new blog that you've written. So you're going to email them, you're going to Facebook them, Twitter, LinkedIn, and so on and so forth. and you're going to get those messages. You're going to get people from those platforms, from that email list, to go and read your blog. You're then going to turn that blog into a video. So you're going to do what I'm doing. Yeah? You're going to do a screen capture video talking about the blog. Next step, you're going to take that video and you're going to upload it to YouTube. Once you've done that, you're then going to take that video and again, you're going to share it on your email, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter, and so on and so forth. You're also going to upload it to your blog. So you've got now a video explaining, this problem and how you solve it, and also some words doing exactly the same. Once you've done that, the next step is you're going to turn the video into audio. Okay, to do this, you're going to set up a podcast. So set up a podcast. I use something called Spreaker, but there's many different podcasts out there. So go and set a podcast up, and you're simply gonna, turn your video on YouTube, and then just record it onto a podcast. I did that this morning. It couldn't be easy. It's pressing a button. It's just recording from one to the other, and then get that out too. And that's our formula. That's what we do. That's how we create the interest, and then we're going to convert these low-hanging fruit, these interested people, into business. So we go from getting a load of people who are interested in what we do, they like the sound, we've positioned ourselves as the experts in what we do, in people who can solve the problem that they've got in their business, and then we pick up the phone. Pick up the phone and call them. Did they manage to watch it? What did they think? Do they want to meet up? And it's as simple as that. This is not rocket science, but it is not what most people do. Most people go, do you want to buy this? Do you want to buy that? I got a new car. I got this for sale. I got that for sale. And honestly, it's one of the biggest mistakes. You cannot buy from people who are cold. And when I say you cannot, it's not true. You can sometimes. Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes your email just drops on the right day at the right time. But if you seriously want to grow your business, then I'd suggest you think about this approach, this warming people up, nurturing people, positioning you and your business as the key person of influence, the KPI, the key person of influence. A brilliant book by Daniel Priestley, by the way, who I'm sure you'll find on Amazon. It's called The Key Person of Influence, and go and buy his book. I strongly encourage you to do so. I'm not on commission, by the way. But that's it. So that's all I've got to say. So if we can help you, that would be great to do so. Our website is www.stevemills.co. Thanks very much for listening, and I look forward to sharing some more ideas with you in the very near future. Thank you.